We are here with David Hendy, Professor of Media and Cultural History at Sussex University. Professor, how traditional radio can be defined as social media?
Wow, well, I suppose my answer to this, and it's just my answer, would be that it's just always been for listeners. I mean, there is an argument that radio, in the community radio tradition, for instance, is actually the process of making radio is very liberating in itself. Those who make radio are passionate about the process of making radio. But for most of its history, most radio has been for listeners. You do it for other people. And to that extent, it's intrinsically social. And I would say that the other way in which it's social is that the aim of radio, for those who kind of pioneered broadcasting in the 1920s, say, was that it wasn't just for listeners, but it was with an interest in changing society. It was after the First World War that radio really became broadcasting, and the war mattered. I mean, it was people who wanted to avoid another war were among those who set up big broadcasting companies like the BBC in Britain. It was as a way of trying to kind of make society better in some way. So I think there were kind of two ways in which it was social. One, it was always for other people, and the other thing was that it was conscious of trying to make a contribution to society. And radio was the means rather than being the end product.
Radio, with all mutation that is facing, can be today an historical collective memory, such as in the past.
Well, so I think radio in many ways is a medium of time. I mean, we talk about it as a medium of sound, but we do associate it with different times in our life. And I think that the thing about listening to radio is that it is so embedded in our life, and most of us have listened to radio most of our lives, that it is a kind of a time-traveling medium, intrinsically, I think. So we associate radio listening with certain parts of our life, and it is both a medium which constantly evolves and changes with technology and with society. I mean, we're still listening to radio, right? I mean, it's an old medium, but it's not a dead medium. But at the same time, there's something powerful about it that evokes the past and evokes memories and evokes nostalgia. So I think there's something really extraordinary about this thing that can both have a kind of historic memorializing quality, but also be agile and protean and change with other technological and sociological change.
Thank you so much.